Hello viewers, welcome to Software Yogi YouTube channel. So in our today's video, we will see importance of roles in ServiceNow. In our last video, we had seen how to create user manually, how to create group manually, how to make user member of particular group. Okay. So in our today's video, we will discuss importance of roles in ServiceNow. So this is our today's agenda. We will discuss purpose of role. We'll discuss out of the box roles given by the ServiceNow, and we will discuss how to assign roles to particular user, how to assign roles to particular group. Okay, so if you remember when we had requested our ServiceNow instance, okay, so ServiceNow has given one user, admin user, right? So we will understand on which basis we are saying that particular user was system administrator. Okay, so just to understand this, let's move to instance. Okay, and let's open the same user record which is given by the ServiceNow. Okay, so just to open the user record, just go to user administration application menu and click on the user module. Now here just search the admin user. Okay, so this is the admin user which is given by the ServiceNow. Okay, so now if you see this user, okay, inside user table, if you come down, there is one related list associated roles. Okay, and you can see this user has the admin role. That's why we are saying, okay, this user is system administrator who can do anything in our ServiceNow platform. Okay, so with the help of role, we can control the visibility of the applications menu which is available in our ServiceNow platform to particular user. Okay, so we will understand this. So now there are so many different roles given by the ServiceNow. So to see those roles, again go to user administration application menu, click on the roles module. Okay, now here you can see the list of roles given by the ServiceNow. So 283 roles given by the ServiceNow out of the box. Okay, even you can also create your custom role. So just try to find out admin role here, and you can see the full description. So the meaning of this, if you assign this particular role to any user, right? So that user can act as a system administrator, and this role has access to all system feature, function and data regardless of security constraint. Okay, so grant this privilege carefully. If you have sensitive information such as a HR record that you need to protect, you must create a custom admin role for that area and train a person authorized to see those record to act as an administrator. So means if we will assign this role to any user, so that user will act as a system administrator. So let's do one thing. Let's create our own system administrator, because this particular user given by the ServiceNow. Okay, so what we want to create our own system administrator. Okay, so to create new user, just open the user module again. Okay, and click on this, and let's say demo admin. This is the user ID, and first name is demo, and this is last name is admin, and company will be, let's say, 3com. Password, let's keep the password same, demo admin. Okay, just save this record. So now this is the plain user which doesn't have any role. You can see in role related list there is no role associated with it. Okay, so now what is our requirement? We want to make this user as a system administrator. So for that, just click on this edit button, and this is again slush bucket which contains all the roles. Okay, so now search admin here and just move it right and save. So now you can see this demo admin user is now a system administrator, because now this user associated or has admin role. You can see couple of other roles associated with this user, and if you see the third column, this inherited column, for other roles inherited is true, true, true. So what is the meaning of this? If you assign admin role to particular user, so this particular admin role contains other roles as well. Okay, so by default, these other roles inherited when you assign the admin role to the user. Okay, so you can see this is the admin role and this is the contain role, right? So you can see SN template, snippet admin. This role is contained within admin. So if you assign admin role to any user, so automatically these roles will be assigned to that particular user. Okay, so now what we can do, we can open or we can log in with the help of this particular user. So let's open incognito window and copy the URL and user ID is demo admin and password is also demo admin. Right, so you can see I'm logged in with demo admin user, and this user can see all the applications same as your admin user. You can see here admin user can see everything, right? And this user also admin user, so he can also see everything inside ServiceNow platform. Self-service, your system definition. If you see here, system definition module. So this is system definition. If you type workflow, so this is the workflow application menu and associated modules, right? So what we did actually, we have created our own admin user and its name is demo admin, right? So now we can see other users or other roles, other important role. So there is one more role, ITL. So let's open this. So what is the description of ITL role? Can perform standard action for an ITL help desk technician. This is the out of box technician role, can open, update, close, incident, problem, change, config, etc. Okay, so mainly, let's say suppose if you want to make particular user technician, okay. So the purpose of this role is, suppose there are, let's say suppose software related incidents are coming, okay, and you want particular user assign to those incidents, okay, so that like that user will solve those incidents. So in that case, you need to assign ITL role to that user, then only that user will act as a technician and resolve the or fix the issues which is facing by end user. Okay, so here if you see only user with the ITL role, see this line, only users with the ITL role can have task assigned to them. That means if I don't have ITL role associated with my user ID, that means my team cannot assign any incident problem change to myself because I don't have any ITL role. Okay, so to solve any incident or to work with incident problem change request, this type of modules, okay, I should have ITL role, then only my team can assign incident problem change request to myself. Okay, so this is the use of ITL. So let's see what ITL users can see inside the ServiceNow platform, okay, after login. So for that, what I will do, I'm creating one more user. You can see because I have admin role, I can create any user, I can create any role. I can assign any role to any users, right? So this is the purpose of administrator. That's why system administrator role is very powerful role. So now what I'm doing, I'm creating one ITL user for my company. Let's say demo ITL is the user ID, and this is the password as well. First name is demo and last name is ITL. So now save this. Company is empty, so just keep it 3 save. So currently this user doesn't have any role, and I want to make this user technician so that it can resolve the incident problem change assigned to him, right? So for that, what I need to do again, I need to open the slush bucket, and I need to search the ITL role, and I need to assign it to this user, right? So now you can see ITL role is assigned to this user, demo ITL, and you can see this ITL inherited false and other for other roles inherited true. That means ITL role contains all these roles as well. Okay, so now if you log in with this particular user, okay, let's say demo ITIL, password is also same, demo ITIL. So now here you can see the difference because I'm logged in from demo ITL user and this user only have the ITL role. Okay, this user doesn't have the admin role, so you can see the difference. So you can see the difference. I can see the limited number of applications. I can see the limited number of applications. Okay, so just to wait a minute. You can see I cannot see the workflow. If I will type workflow here, workflow application is not available, right? Because on workflow application will be visible only to the admin user. Okay, and same way if I will type the system definition, this application is also not available. Okay, so mainly ITL user can see this service desk, incident, problem, change, configuration, all such type of application because these particular applications contains the incident related information, problem related information, right? So let's say suppose whenever any new incident can come, so we can assign such type of incident to this ITL users. Okay, so now if you see, so we have achieved the kind of visibility of this application based on role. Okay, so now let's say how system is doing this. Okay, so just to understand this, because again I am logged in as a system administrator, right? So now if you just type the incident, okay, so this is the incident application menu. Okay, right? If you see, or better, just to understand why system definition application menu was not visible to the demo ITL user. So let's go to the system definition first. This is the system definition menu. This particular application menu was not visible to the demo ITL. The reason behind this, if you click on this edit application, so here you can see role fields, role field is available, and if user will have the filter underscore admin, business rule admin, client script admin, UI action admin, script include admin, text search admin, okay, personalized dictionary or such, or any of these roles, okay, only in that condition user can see this particular system definition menu. So if I will, let's say suppose, because if I will add, let's say ITL role here, okay, so now in that case user who will have the ITL role, they also can see this system definition application menu, okay. So let's update this. So now again go back to this demo ITL user, because demo ITL user has the ITL role, and now what we have done with the help, we have changed the visibility of this system definition application menu, because we have added the ITL role here in the role field, right? So now if you just refresh this, so now user can, this demo ITL user can also see the system definition menu. You can see this system definition, right? So by this way, you can control the visibility of application menu inside your ServiceNow platform based on the role. Okay. So again, let's go back to the administrator, system administrator account. So same way, you can control the visibility of module as well as per the role. Okay. So just now what we have done, this is the application menu, and we have added the ITL role inside the system definition application menu. So now what is my requirement? Okay, user can see the system definition menu, but they cannot see the, let's say, application menu or this application mobile module, right? This module. So in that case, what you can do, you can just click on particular module, this edit module pencil icon, and here also you can assign the or change the visibility. Okay. So currently you can see this application menu is only visible to the admin. Okay. So that means user who will have the admin role, only those users can see this module application menu module inside the system definition application menu. So with the help of role, you can control the visibility of your application menu and your module inside the ServiceNow platform or inside the ServiceNow application navigator. So this is one importance of role inside ServiceNow. So now let's see what happens if a user will not have any role. Okay, in that case, what application menus or what modules he or she can see. Okay, so let's create one user. Okay, so again go back to user administration and create one more user, and that will be our plain end user which will not have any role. Okay, so let's say its user ID will be demo and user. Okay, and password will be same, demo and user. So first name demo, last name and user. So let's save this company. Okay, so now you can see there is no roles associated with this user. Okay, so now but still that user can log in, and we want to understand what application menus or modules that user can see, this user can see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what I am doing. Okay, so I'm what I'm doing, I'm trying to log in with the help of this user. Okay, so I'm logging to with the help of this user. Just a minute. So now you can see I can see only very limited number of application menu, like let's say self-service, because this self-service application menu is available to any user, okay, who has just simple account inside ServiceNow. Doesn't matter whether they have any role or not. Okay, so same way password reset, connect, chat, live feed, targeted communications, all these applications available to all the users who doesn't have any role. Okay, so this way, actually, with the help of role, we can control the visibility of application menus and modules inside the ServiceNow platform. There are some other importance of role. You can also control the operations. Let's say suppose user has the access of application menus, modules, and also with the help of role, user can also control, you can also control the operation level access. Let's say only XYZ role user can create the incident inside incident table or delete the incident inside the incident table. So these these things we will see in our later videos when we will discuss about access control list. Okay, so what is my suggestion? Okay, just do or open this role table. Okay, and just understand what are the different roles available. Okay, so here I have shown you a couple of important role, ITIL admin. There are, let's say, ITIL admin role also available. Okay, if you see here, so you can understand what is the difference between ITIL and ITIL admin. So ITIL admin possesses more privilege. Okay, so they can also, if suppose you can assign any particular user ITIL admin role, so these users can also delete the incident or problem or change. Okay, but if user only have ITIL role, so they can just edit the incident, they can see the incident, but they cannot delete the incident. Okay, so just understand these roles, why these roles available inside ServiceNow. Let's say suppose there is one more important role, approver. Okay, so approver underscore user role. So this, let's say suppose if you raise the change request or any particular end user is raising the request, simple service request to get the laptop. Okay, so after getting the, after creating the request, okay, that particular request should go for some approval, right? So in that case, that user manager, let's say suppose that request will go to that user's manager for the approval. So in that case, that manager should have the approver underscore user role. Then only that user, that manager can approve or reject the request raised by the end user. Okay, so all these roles available in the service now. Okay, and so just I want to show one more role. Let's say, just to explain, so there is user underscore admin role. So you can see can administer user groups, location, and companies. So what is the importance of this role? Suppose what is my requirement? I don't want to make user system administrator to handle all this user groups, role, companies, and departments. So instead of that, what I can do, I can create one user. Okay, and I can assign the user underscore admin role to that user. So in that case, that particular user to whom which I will assign this user underscore admin role, they can handle all this user administration related activities to create the user, to update the user, to assign roles to particular users, like such type of things they can do to create the department location. So by this way, we don't need to always assign the system administrator role to all the users. Okay, very limited people in your organization will have the admin role. Okay, the so we can assign or we can search here what are the specific roles available in the given by the service now, and we can assign those specific roles to the particular user to handle the restricted or limited responsibility. Okay, okay, so that's all for today, and in our next video we will see the some other features of service now. Okay, if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and share this video with your friends. Thank you. Thanks for Thanks for your time. Thank you very much.